It's in the game. It's the Jets and the reigning NFC champs. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are sandwiched between... Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only Week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive.
They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Oklahoma State.
And I can't imagine that Week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and will show some progress and improvement starting here in Week 2.
Throwing to start the drive. Alvarez. He finds his man complete. It's Daniels. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Off play action. Alvarez. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Alvarez. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Looking to throw. Alvarez. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get this down to the 10. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. Sampson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati. So now trying to make amends. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Operating from the gun, Sampson. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Sampson.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Alvarez throwing to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sampson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Sampson eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 42 yards.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Jets are once again back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
In motion right, Dobbs.
Off the play fake. Sampson
gets the dump off to Pierce.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Sampson.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Sampson.
That is caught.
And some room to run now. Fighting through at the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slam.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dameon Pierce
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Alvarez. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Back to throw. Alvarez. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Alvarez. He gets it underneath to Hall. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. They'll run with Hall, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now he'll try to run with this. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup of 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off play action. Sampson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing is Alvarez. Throwing to start the drive. He gets this one to Boyd. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coach. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, Alvarez. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now here come the Cowboys. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Sampson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And New York set to take the field.
And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Now here's Alvarez from the gun on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Operating from the gun, Sampson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And the Jets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
A gain of 52 yards. First down, New York.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKinney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And really, it looked at times like they just had